That's where you slept. So, this would just be about some Rihanna drama that's been going on. Pretty annoying. So, nobody's coming to my defense. The police found out that they were wrong and they still did nothing about it. They said they would update me or like keep me updated or something. It's been about 3 months. It's been over 3 months. And then I think in July, then they passed it over to some like family unit in Palmerston North, which I suggested on the 4th of May. In my first response, I just told them this was balloonious, most of it's just made up. Most of the context is missing, which is convenient for them. The police showed up on the 4th. They said that Rihanna was terrified, and then her friend called the day before, said she was scared. And then on the 26th of May, she called me and she said that she wasn't scared at all. And they just believed whatever they wanted to believe, which doesn't help at all because then they they still believe that she's fucking scared out of her mind, and bugging out when she is doesn't give a fuck. So I will explain everything as is. So objective, all of it's objective. Because I had no reason to just be fighting, which I told her in March. I said there's no reason to argue and stuff anymore. Um, so like, why the fuck? So I'll explain everything. I'll go back to last year. I could go back to 2005, but we'll just do 2025 to begin with. Um, and then time skip through 2025, then jump to March when she had her mental breakdown, is what I'm assuming. I can't tell because I wasn't there, but after these things happen about 12 times, then you kind of just understand that. And then once we go through March, we'll do April because that's when she combusted. She fucking broke down in April. And okay, so I'll do a TLDR, I guess. And then she broke down in April 27th, where she actually called my dad or something, and then they both packed my stuff up in Palmerston North, shipped it to Gisborne, but I didn't know. They didn't tell me. I was watching Irie that day. She was doing belly flops. And so that's a bit fucked up. And then I found out a week later. So she kicked me out a week prior to me even knowing. So I was just texting her like normal, like. And then I found out all my shit was gone. I called it fucking nuts because, I mean, come on. If you just taking everything out of context and forgetting about the past and like, what the fuck are you doing? And yeah, that was in April. And then in May 2, I found out. And then I texted her. I was like, what the fuck's going on? And May 4th, May 3rd, she had a friend. Oh, I'm a friend of Rihanna's. Yeah, she's scared, eh? Some fucking dipshit. But he didn't know. He doesn't know. I explained it to him, and I explained actually. I said I asked her for three things, like ever, and she's fucking failed. And he took that as my half of the story or something, and then he just sided with her because she fucking went on and on about like some shit. Which is pretty fucking annoying. Like, if you're giving people paragraphs of misinformation, then I'm assuming they're gonna listen to you. But once I give fucking everything, then, you can decide. So, then there was that. And then the day later, May 4th, which I actually planned fucking Star Wars, to be honest. I was still planning Star Wars up until that very day because I wanted to take it to the movies for the, I think 50, 40, it was some Star Wars anniversary, like in 2023. So I wanted to take her to that, and then I've just been waiting every single year for that date. So fucking, let's get into it. That's when I had to make the 4th of July because we were actually fucking like 3 months late. But yeah, May 4th, she just called the police for harassment. Fucking harassment. I just found out all my shit was gone. I actually did the math. It was less than maybe 200 sentences that I sent her. Not messages, sentences. So like, space. Because I do that. I do like a sentence, then I do like a double space. Just so you can read it easier. But it seems like she hasn't fucking read a thing. So, once I do the objective fucking everything, which is only March and April, she really doesn't have anything to complain about for May, June, July, even August, because this shit is just taken out of context, all of this. So when I call her friend a bitch, like, he's just a fucking idiot. I said 2 sentences and then she fucking made shit up, and then of course he's gonna follow her, but that is kind of like a faggy thing to do. Like actually fag. So we'll sort that out once everything is here. Then I'm gonna do an edit for what I assume she is thinking. Like for the whole, ever since March, I knew she would fucking take this out of context. Actually before March, because in December I actually fucking cried about it. I told her that I wasn't looking forward to this year, and she's fucking itching. She's like, "Are you gonna leave me? Are you gonna leave me?" For some reason, she's been fucking obsessed with that for the last 2 years. She's also been obsessed with like me getting a therapist, which genuinely I do not have to fucking do, because even now when I explained she's the fucking problem, she is a root problem, a root cause to fucking my misery. She fucking excused herself and still blamed it on me. So, oh, what the fuck can you do against that? And that's the only reason is because I've only asked for 3 things since 2000 and probably 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Always reminding her too of these 3 things that I asked for. And fuck, it got pretty like fucking shit. In 2024, I started making a black calendar, so just detailing like just like journaling like every day that she would fucking lie in her bed for like a whole fucking like 10 hours, 10, 12 hours, just fucking lying there. And that wasn't the point of it. It was just, the point of it was just to show like what I did that day. And then always I'd do a little fine print and I'll just say like just lied there. So I presented this evidence, worked it out, turned out to be 10,000 to 20,000 hours. So that's 10,000 minimum. 10,000 minimum that I was consciously waiting and asking and reminding and suggesting stuff for us to do. And she was sitting there on her phone. Oh, yep. Oh, yep. Oh, yep. Like fucking hell. And then so she does that ever since 2022. She says that it's because I'm miserable or something, which I only showed from 2024 because I wanted her to know that there's a fucking problem here. But then she would just get mad at me. So she gets mad for me being sad, and not even that, for me being sad because of her doing nothing. So fucking hell. Like, pick a side here, because it definitely ain't mine. Yeah, we'll just get into it then. All of this, by the way, I forgave in March. 10,000 to 20,000 hours of being ignored. Well, not ignored, because ignoring is like a conscious action. But like, what the fuck do you call this then? Even if it's not 10,000 to 20,000 hours of active ignoring, it's still like 1,000 to 2,000, which is pretty fucking high. Like, what the fuck am I doing there? So all I asked in March was to just like fucking figure that out. It's not a problem, but fucking figure it out. Like, I'm not gonna give you shit for it, but fucking figure it out. And she fought that in March. Like, ever since March, she's been, which I think is fucking stupid as fuck. And now she's called the police on me and taking me to court. So, like, what the fuck else do you expect me to do? I told the police this. Fucking 50 reports to the police, and they've done nothing. Like, fucking hell. I also paid for a therapist for her to see about this because she would need it regardless of if I'm correct or not. And she still didn't do it. So if she does everything that I'm suggesting would help, if she's not doing everything that I'm suggesting would like genuinely help, then what the fuck? So I suppose I'll start last year, 2025. So I got back home in March, or yeah, last April 2025. I was like sad as fuck because all my kids, they're grown now, which is exactly what I told Rihanna. Like, hey, we gotta fucking hurry up here. I'm not gonna wait till the kids are fucking got jobs and shit. But, well, she didn't fucking listen at all. And now they're grown, and now all of that time is gone. She can't fix that. Nobody can fix that. I can't fix that. And so I was like, oh, fuck. And then so I just spent the month with them. I really didn't want to go back to Palmerston, man. Because she's just going to be fucking sitting there. And then, like, she says she'll support me, and then she doesn't. That's like a, that's like a genuine fact. I've got 5 years of evidence of that happening. It didn't start in 2024 when she said I was like miserable and shit. It started in 2022, her good year. Her good year. And then 2023, her good year. Where she actually lied to me. She broke a promise. She said she promised that I would get home to my sister faster if I went back and we figured stuff out. So I quit my job at the solar farm, Gisborne Solar Farm, to go back, and she did nothing. She sat there the entire time. And then now that's fucking my fault. Everything that she does wrong is my fault. Fuck me. And then so 2024, I just fucking gave it to her. I was like, fuck the kids, and you're not going to do anything either. So I'm just going to fucking sit here. And then 2025, I was like, oh, I'll go back. And then I tried to move back with the kids so that we could do our stuff that we planned in 2020. Just without her. And then she can jump on later. Like, I'll give her her time. But at that moment, 2025, it still would have been 10,000 to 20,000 hours that she threw away for fucking iShow speed or some shit. So, tried to move back in March, March 2025, but then I got sick for a month, and then I was like, oh fuck, I'm spending way too long here and like not doing anything. Gotta get back. And then I planned another trip for April. Actually, March, I came for the Cancer Relay for Life, which we didn't end up doing. And then October, I came back, and then it was pretty good, still pretty sad. Both times were the saddest moments of my life, and she ghosted me. Like, that's a fact. She was like, oh, I can't do this anymore, like fucking some shit. And then just fucked off. So I had to deal with that. The consequence of fucking her mistake, I guess, mine as well, but she's the priority. I told her everything, and she still did nothing. So fuck. And then October, I got back. I was like, oh fuck. And then Mokoya, he ran over to me because I put like Facebook posts about this. Mokoya ran over to me when he found out that I had come back. He was crying, and he jumped in my arms, and he apologized, which is fine. Like, that 5 years is gone, but he still said sorry about it. So I'm like, oh fuck, it's alright, mate. And then later, Tikotia came into the room, and he apologized, like, properly. Like, he started just talking about stuff, and then he apologized, and that's fine. That's 5 years that I told the kids that they fucking just ruined for us, not me, for us. And Mo apologized and Koha apologized. So that's 2 of the fucking 5, okay? 2 of the 5. So all we got left is Mo's mum, who hasn't apologized. But, oh fuck, who cares? Mo's dad, who, like, barely apologized. He was like, oh, well, it's been 5 years. Time's gone. I'm like, what the fuck? I told him every fucking year that this kid was just fucking me over. And he kept excusing him. He was like, oh, don't worry about it. Oh, don't worry about it. Oh, don't worry. Oh, well, time's gone. Like, what the fuck? So, just fucking idiots. But that's still an apology, I guess. So, it's fine. And then Rihanna, she just fucking killed everything, bro. She is pretty, like, I don't know what to say about her brain, but her mum and her dad knows that she has, like, uh, problems with thinking. So whenever I like mention like her brain's fucked, and we both know that, that's her. She said that. I could probably pull up like 6 clips of her saying shit like that. So everything I said to her was just a repeat of shit she's told me. I'm not gonna fucking like pick on her because in March, if you remember, the start to the whole conversation, I said there's fucking nothing left. There is nothing left at all, which is fine. Like I even among that, I was like planning like trips to the library and shit, and like playing a Mario Kart, whatever the fuck. But she just could not get over the fact that she had been like fucking disappointing. You can't ignore anyone for 10,000 to 20,000 hours while they're trying their best, and then blame them for stuff that you're doing to yourself. Like, okay, so she's literally given me 5% of her time, and that is 100% of her love, which I didn't doubt, which is why I stayed fucking 5 years. So even though she wasn't fucking doing anything, she was she was still cool. But she gave me 5%. So what's fucking 5% of that? Like fucking like a split hair of my hand. So she gave me 5%. I would have gave her probably 70 to 100. I think 100. 2022 was definitely 100, and I had a mental breakdown in October. My first convenient, my first with on the first year with her, but surely that's not related. And then I probably would have dropped down to like 90%, giving 90%, 2023. But I was already checked out. Like I fucking moved back to Gisborne. I was like, fuck this. But then I moved back because she promised on my sister. She said, we'll get going. And then she continued to do nothing. So that she's taking 90% for nothing, for having lied and then doing nothing after that. In 2024, I probably dropped like 80, 70. And then 2025, I was back up to 90. I was like, oh, fuck this. Time's gone. And then in 2026, a whole year after Mo and Kua apologized, I thought, oh fuck, well she's got to know too. So I actually made a speech for it, but a month prior to my speech, which is like that's never been made. A month prior, I accidentally let it slip that she's just been disappointing, which nobody wants to hear. I know that. But she was giving 5% for my 100%, my 90%, my 80%, my 70%. She was giving 5%, but that's technically her 100%. So her best is only 5% of total time, okay? Her best, her 100% is 5% of total time. Little. And then my best, my 100%, 90%, 80%, 70% would be that 5% as well, because you have to match. I can't give you more than 5% if you're not actually, like, do you understand what this is? The 5% is both of us spending time together. The 5% of our entire time. She has actually spent more time hating me this year than ever, like, actually being there, which is, I guess, that's kind of funny, I suppose. So 5% together, but she demands that I give her more than 5% of time together. So like, how the fuck am I going to do that if you're not there to begin with? So that's a problem that she's made for herself, which makes sense with the brain that she has. She's got like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a fucked one. I don't know any like nice words, but a challenged one. Well, I don't want to call her mentally challenged, but just purposefully like sabotaging herself so that she can't even think straight, which is proven now. She hasn't followed a single thing. She's taken everything out of context, and she's like fully believing that I hate her. Why the fuck would I hate her? Out of nowhere. So goddamn. It's just nuts as fuck. And then she's taken all of this out of context ever since March, April, taken out of context. And then she's kicked me out for that. And April 27th, she didn't tell me. I found out a week later. I called her fucking nuts. Because what the fuck? Then she had some gay fuck call me. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I didn't even know what he said. He said there's two sides to every story. And I told him two sentences. I said, fuck this cunt. He's gonna fuck shit up. So I only told him two sentences. I said, she didn't do the three things that I asked for fucking 5 years. And he's run with her story for some fuck. Which is fine. He doesn't know, but that is fucking like idiot. That is stupid as fuck. To take two sentences and put that against like someone who is probably lying. And that's actually fucking like stupid. And then the day later, she called police on me. They showed up in front of Nanny Christine, in front of Amaya. So what the fuck? I'm here to watch my kids, and you're fucking shit up because you took shit out of context. Fuck me. So that's stupid. And then I have to, because I think at the time that of April, May, that she is like, she knows what's going on. Like she read everything and she was still like forgiving herself even after I forgave her. So it's like fucking, it's like warped as fuck. And then, yeah, she called police on me. This fuck. He's talking shit that she's terrified and whatever the fuck. And I know that he's lying. I know he's making shit up for his report or something so he can get an easy arrest or whatever the fuck. And he also brought up like suicide, like mental help and shit. Fucking me, nigga. Sorry, he was a white guy. So that's pretty fucking annoying. So she's taking everything out of context. Then she's trying to frame me for like being nuts. And then ever since then, it's just fucking expanded. Oh god damn, I just had the word. But it's like, yeah, it is ballooniest. It just keeps progressing like worse and worse and worse. Even though I know that she's just fucked and made fucking half this shit up and taken the other half out of context. Because whenever she comes, she only reads that 5%. Like that's where her brain is. 5% is 100% to her. Which is fine, which was fine. That's why I forgave her. Because that's her 100%. That's the best she can do, is 5%. That is the best that she can do. And I knew that. And that's why I told her, it's okay, bro. And still, until to the point where she's taking me to court. So that's stupid as fuck, bro. That's actually dumb. Like, sorry to say, but it's like objectively like fucking stupid. Whenever she shows up in 5%, which means if I said 100 sentences, she's only reading 5. I sent probably 1,000 sentences, not messages, and well, she would have read about 50, and conveniently those were like the worst 50. And which I said, because what she's trying to frame me for is for like calling her evil and shit. What I said was, if you are doing this intentionally, like the 5% thing, and making your problem worse, giving me new problems, then isn't that evil? That is like actually terrible. Why you were doing that? But she forgets that part. It's only you're evil. It's like cut out. So when I do this entire conversation, which actually won't take that long, it was only 2 months, and then she's fucked this for another 5. Like, what? How long's that? Another 3. Which I kept telling her. I was like, you do realize that you are misunderstanding. Like I said that about 100 times. I said, here's $250. Go see a therapist about this, because regardless of regardless of whoever's right, you will have to see one. Because in her mind, I turned mean, like out of nowhere. I happily destroyed 8 years, and I am trying to make her look nuts. I'm lying to her parents. I'm lying to her friends. It's like all this bad stuff that is only because she took everything out of context in the first place. So fuck. Jesus Christ. I know that I'll win in court because, like, what the fuck? If you look at the facts of everything, this has gone on, what, 36 minutes? Damn. And I didn't even start. So I'll split this into 2 videos. Because if I do get arrested or like some fuck, at least I'll have these up on my channel just for everybody to watch. Because like, fuck her secret at this point. Fuck her secret. I'm pretty sure Gina and Andrew know her secret to begin with. So that's what she tasked me with, is fucking sorting all that out. I'm not gonna give it away to fucking all the masses, but to Gene and Andy, that's what she had me watch over, and she promised she'd stop. Every year she would do it again. Every 6 months she would get mad at me. So even between getting mad at herself or like whatever that is, I don't know, which I also gave her 1,000 suggestions for to figure that out, but all of a sudden nothing matters. And then yeah, in between her, then she would get mad at me, so I'm just like, oh fuck, I'm fucked either way. And I still stayed ever since 2022 when she started this. I still stayed and still tried to help and just kept giving my 100%, which was responded now with less than 5, until 5 years have passed, and then it's become 5%. 5% of time together. So that's 95% alone, which means she was on her phone probably fucking, 60% of our time together? And then I guess like feeding the ducks or something. And for that 95% that we were alone, I was waiting, consciously waiting, so this sucks. She always says that the past doesn't matter, it's what you do for right now. And for right now, she was actively ignoring me and spending my time with whatever. Probably like playing fucking games or some shit alone. So, and that's just nothing. That's just it by itself, right? That's a problem by itself. But then you add on fucking all the DLC, which she made me leave my fucking family and all my friends and fucking all my dreams. I left all that behind to put her in priority. So I left fucking everything. I left everything to put her in priority. And in priority, she gave me 5%. So that's 5% of time together after giving everything away. And she's still complaining about it. Like, even just that. So it by itself is pretty fucking tragic. And then it, with the DLC, is tragic-er. And then once you get through the conversation and you realize that I was telling her, like, sorry if you're doing the stuff on accident, but it has affected me. But you were forgiven for that. Remember March 11th, where I said, everything is all good, bro. Over the 5 years, it's been absolute shit. You have not tried. That's the one that got her. Because in her mind, 5% is 100%. So every time I had to fucking wait, all 10,000 to 20,000 hours that I waited for her, and I like gave her stuff to do, I gave her like suggestions or like things that we could do. And all of that time is her 100%. All that time, all that 10,000 to 20,000 hours that I waited is her 100%. So in her mind, she thinks like, oh, well, I did try. I did a fucking tremendous job, which you did a good job. That's what I said. I kept telling you. The only problem is that 5%. That was my only problem. And she has left. She has called the police. She has like issued a court order because I told her 5% was okay. But like, there's no but, because 5 years have gone. There is nothing for me anymore. Like, I don't have any more babies to run around with. I don't have just yeah. So like, she's it. She is like the last one. So I told her, like, you have done a lot of stuff that has hindered you and me in the past 5 years. So now we're dipping into the past, okay? Forgiven for all the past, forgiven for everything, forgiven for your 5%, and then now we are dipping into the past and how that affected everything. How your actions affected me and how your actions affected you. So now we're dipping. We're forgiven, straight line, straight line. That is forgiveness right there. March 11th. It's okay. It's no, not dip. Just straight. It's okay, bro. And then now from the it's okay, bro, we dip. And we say, well, you fucking did all this shit, which affected me, which affected you. I did this shit, which affected me, which affected you. I lost everything. That's it. That was probably it. Because she like feels bad about me losing stuff while also actively assisting in the kill. So here's a list of problems that you caused, which caused your suffering because it caused my suffering, or like some fucking something. So there's all the problems right there. However, none of them matter anymore. Which she because she only listens to 5% of our conversation, she took out of context. So she said, this is the matter. So if you remember, Te Koatia apologized last year. It's been a whole year since and I knew it. I knew she was going to do this shit, which is why I cried before Christmas. I said, oh fuck, you know what, next year's going to be shit. And I was right. And she took everything out of context. I was right. She's not actively like trying to be a pain. She's just mistaken all the time, which I was right. But I told her on March 11th that her actions, even if they are accidental, they still they still carry weight and I have to feel them, and I was right. This is accidental, but I still have to fucking feel it. I've been fucking sad for fucking, 5 months, bro? Fucking sad, not sleeping, not eating, not drinking, fucking nothing. But it's fine because it's an accident, but it's still happening. Like, I told you this in March. That's 2 months prior to when all of this started. So 2 months prior, and I was right, bro. Like, fuck me. So I got a lawyer for the 18th. I hope that's in time because she's threatened. Like the court order, it's like it becomes permanent if you don't like answer within 28 days or something. So I'm hoping that the 18th is within that 28 days. They didn't really give me a date. They just said within 28 days. So she has taken this, forgiven for the past. She's taken the past, which I fucking took 5 years to forgive her for, and now she's having a problem with it. Because she's talking about stuff like, Mo and Koha, they're just kids. They're fucking 15. So, I really don't know, like, what the fuck? So even if they were just 10, you are saying, they're just kids. They can't fucking do anything. Which is exactly what I had a problem with their fucking mum and dad for. Because they said, you're just fucking kids. Here, take this iPad. Give all of your time away. And now, and then she was talking about like it's control or something, like I want to control them when I'm trying to fucking teach them because they're kids. But now you've traumatized, like they're traumatized now, both of them, Mo and Koa. So I've lost my Mo, I've lost my Koa, and they're also just fucking traumatized. So Koa's not into dinosaurs anymore. Mo's not really into Pokemon. Like, what the fuck? I've lost everything, and you're having a problem with that. But it's obviously you're not having a problem with that, but you are now. Like, your mistaken self is having a problem with that. Your mistaken self is forgiving yourself for 10,000 to 20,000 hours wasted. Your mistaken self is saying that I think your normal actions are evil. Your mistaken self is fucking framing me for a lot of stuff, which is what I call her manic self, or like fucking something, because it's a different person. You've got Rihanna, so cool, like flowers and birdies, and like ducks and stuff. And then you've got like the manic, where she's like, fuck everything, I hate it all, which is what happened March 11th when I said I forgave her. That it doesn't matter anymore. I forgive you, babe. And then she had a mental attack because of that. And then because of her mental attack, she has not been thinking like clearly. She's not been listening, which I fucking knew, but also didn't know. Like I knew she wasn't understanding anything. But I thought, like, that doubt kicked in. I was like, oh fuck, she's gonna kick me out and she's gonna, like, make a fuss. She's gonna, like, call the police. I figured this out in March. I told her this. So, she's done all that. But even that is not the worst thing that she's done. Like, even this is not the worst thing that she's done. It's, like, not even close. So, I'm not really that pissed off about it. Like, I'm not mad at it. I am terrified of it, though. Because she's blaming me for situations that she is creating, which does seem like after the last 2 years, it does seem like she's doing it intentionally. I know she's not, but her actions are what it seems like. So there's also, she didn't want to tell anybody about this. She didn't want to tell Cass, who has blocked me immediately. I said, do you know what's going on with Rihanna? And she blocked me immediately. There's her fucking friend who's just fucking stupid. He took 2 sentences and he ran with whatever fucking she made up. But he didn't know, and she would have given him like paragraphs. She would have said, this guy's like turned evil like out of nowhere. He's never done that before and he doesn't have any like mental illnesses and he's usually like correct about everything. But out of nowhere, he just said like, I was only giving 5% of my time. Or like, our time. Which is true. Like everything I told her is fact. And it's been documented a fucking 100 times. So I don't really know like what the fuck she's talking about. But she managed to get the police like fucking involved like that. They were fucking moving, bro. And she also got the courts involved, which I'm assuming she's going to pay for. Because, oh fuck, I don't got 10 grand for a fucking court order. But I know that I'm innocent because you've taken everything out of context and you have just made yourself upset by doing that. If you only read fucking 5% of a situation, there's only a 5% chance that you're gonna understand it. And that was pretty fucking important, bro. I trusted you with that. I said, oh fuck. I'm still gonna honor her wish in February, because in February she fucking left me. I was miserable as fuck, and that's because I bought her I bought a Creepy Tale 4 in Christmas, and in that 2 months she never came to fucking claim her gift. So that's pretty fucking sad. But also in that 2 months I realized like fucking 50 months have gone by and she hasn't helped me with the 3 things that I asked for. 3 things, bro. 3. It would take you 6 months at a like leisurely pace to get through that. 6 months is all it would take to get at a leisurely pace. So that's Kingdom Hearts. There's 13 games. There's probably like 15 now, which I have been waiting for since 2005. There's One Piece, which I've been waiting for since 2017. And there is Joji, who I've been waiting for since 2020. So in 5 years, if you can't give me fucking anything that I favor, while I am trying to do everything that you favor, but you're not even giving me the time to do that, like, why is it fucking my problem? It's you, bro. You are the problem. It sucks to say, but to assist you in that, because I know that you will feel fucking terrible, and you even said you are traumatized from this, to evade that trauma, I, in March, said, I forgive you for everything, bro. Don't worry about it. Which you fought, you ran away, you left the group, and you fucking had your arms crossed for like 2 weeks. And then I said, oh fuck, alright, this is what I forgive you for. And then I started elaborating on older stuff. I don't think she knows that. Well, obviously she doesn't, because she was talking to me on the phone about forgiving Mo and Koha, and that they're just kids. Which I did last year, bro. So, fuck. So, she's delayed. She's living in 2023 for if I had complained about those like mistakes and like bad things that she was doing to me. If I had complained, this is how she would react. Which I fucking knew. It fucking terrified me ever since 2022. I was like, oh fuck. Any mistake or any like suggestion leads to well, just leave then. So I'm like, oh fuck, well, any complaint is gonna fucking kill this cunt. She'll be fucking fried. And it really didn't help that she would every year, like once a year. I'm not gonna but Gina and Andy will know. Like once a year she was doing that. She would promise she wouldn't, and then do it again, and then promise she wouldn't, and then do it again, and then promise she wouldn't, and do it again. Which I'm like, fuck, well, I can't tell her that, like, she's the problem, because then she's gonna do that. Well, just leave then. And she's just gonna fuck me over. And she's just gonna, like, keep going, because she's gonna think that she's, like, correct. So in those 5 years, I should have seen her therapist and just like fuck her secret, bro. Like I should have seen her therapist and talked to somebody about this, because all that happens now is that nobody knows about it except for Jen and Andy, but they don't know that like it's still been a problem. So that helps her like manipulate a situation, because nobody knows. So like if nobody knows and then I'm bringing it like out of nowhere, then they're gonna say, well this kind of is fucking bringing shit out of nowhere. There's no way you'd do that. Fucking have a look. So once again, after 5 years of doing this and just like having a terrible behavior, you have done it again, and now I'm just suffering for 5 months, which I mean, good job. But I have suffered 5 years already, and you couldn't tell. For 2 years, you couldn't tell. 2022, your good year. I was like, oh fuck. Are you kidding me? When are we getting started even? When are we even getting started with the 3 things that I've asked you for the last 3 years? When are we getting started? Fuck. And then 2023, you lied to me. You broke a promise. You promised me that I would be here sooner if I came back and I made like another plan with you and shit. Which I made plans every fucking 3 days, bro. Don't fuck with me about like plans and schedules and all that shit. I've had that stuff on lock for 5 years and she's still done nothing. So even in your good years, where you were still giving me 5%, maybe 10%, like 6%, because it was more. There's no doubt about that. You were going on walks with me and stuff. And then 2024, when I had to realize that my kids fucking left, and then I was getting sad about that, you got sad about fucking that. You got sad about me being sad. What the fuck is that? Jesus Christ, can't emote, can't do anything. Fuck's sake. 5 years can't do anything. And I mean, and you're complaining about it. So I mean, what the fuck did you expect? If you do nothing for the entire time, well, it's not nothing, but it is 5%. If you put 5% of yourself into 5 years, how the fuck do you expect to last? But you did, because I was like, oh fuck, well that is 100%, so it doesn't matter. And then I forgave you for that even. March 11, bro. Which you said that doesn't matter anymore because you dismissed it. So, what the fuck? So you've dismissed the entire purpose of the conversation. Therefore, when I say that you were doing bad things, you expect them to be like right now, or like you expect me to still be fucking honing on that shit. Fucking 5 years, like most of the problems I told her were like, oh yeah, that was annoying. Do you remember when, like, don't you remember that time? Fucking, like, just shit like that. Like, oh, that was annoying. Jesus fucking Christ. It sucks to make this video. But, I mean, if I get fucked over, then, well, I need fucking a voice. Which is something that she fucked with. Her voice. So in that entire time, March and April, she refused to speak. She refused to call. She fucking refused everything. It was only after she had called her friend, who was under the impression that she was scared, after she had called the police, who were under the impression that she was terrified, where she sent me a 5-second voicemail that said, like, I can't remember what she said, but she said it's over, or like something like that. It's over? After everything that you did, you are still feeling bad. What the fuck? Isn't that the victim complex that she's trying to frame me for? So she's trying to frame me for like needing a therapist. She's trying to frame me for like being insane out of my mind. She's trying to frame me for like being shit. All that stuff, which is just false. Like, for fuck's sake. Like, it's obvious. It is a fact that I was sad about Mo and Kua never being there. That is a fact. So she's right about that. But what the fuck is all this other extra shit? Like, you can just be sad about something. I don't know if it like clocks in her brain, but you can just be sad about something. You can be disappointed in something. Like, I just bought Mo fucking all of Naruto for his birthday, but I hate him. Like, you speak for me. You say I hate these kids. Like, I hate everyone. Why the fuck do I hate the kids? I understand that they're fucking, like, Mo's mum and dad, not Uncle Vic and Auntie Erica, I don't know. But Mo's mum and dad, I know for a fact that they prioritized their divorce over Mo and Irie. So that wasn't fun for them. I understand that they gave them gifts like iPads and phones and shit, and distractions. So I understand that they distracted them the entire time. The entire 5 years. They were being distracted by their mum and their dad fucking giving them, oh, just do anything you want. So I understand that. I understand that all their friends are showing them like fucking Charlie Kirk getting shot and whatever the fuck. Which you are defending. You are defending that. You're saying, oh, well, they're just kids. So they can watch some random cunt get shot and just be traumatized. Exactly like you. Could be worse. Could be not worse. But like you. So, no fucking reason why my kids have to be like you, bro. So that's just for one. Forgiven. March 11. Forgiven. However, or like, yeah, I suppose however, or like, this is what you were forgiven for. So, Jesus Christ. Fucking, what the fuck? Defending kid rot? Are you kidding me? Like, the fucking world made fun of that shit after me. I started making fun of that shit in 2020 or whatever the fuck, and then came out the iPad kid and the brain rot. Fuck, everybody agrees. Except for you, except for his mum, except for his dad. You agreed for some part, until this, where you have taken things out of context and made me look fucking like I just look like I have a screw loose. Like, you made me look like I am nuts by taking 5% off an entire conversation. What the fuck? What a clown. Like, it sucks to say, but you can't do these things. For 5 years, I still forgave you for. And then you still go even further. Fucking hell. You actually have to be... Okay, now I know I probably shouldn't say that, but somebody did let it slip. Like, I'm not going searching for this shit. It's just there. So, when you understand that you are the fucking problem, I will write you back in for playing Mario Kart or like Animal Crossing, exactly like I planned for this year. Like, you thought I fucking went like nuts. I was talking about like Animal Crossing and like fucking like cool shit we could do. A Creepy Tale. I was talking about fucking awesome stuff. I was like, this is stuff we can do. If you are still hung up on this, I said that. I said, if you are still hung up on this, do not worry anymore. This is what you have done to me. For the entire 5 years, this is what you have done to me, which I forgave. March 11, don't forget, the start to the conversation. All of this that she's complaining about as like a current problem, all of this is forgiven. Everything that you took out of context was forgiven. Everything in the past was forgiven. Now there's one problem, the forgiveness. You've been forgiven for everything you've done in the past. Now there's another problem. You taking everything out of context. You've been forgiven for everything that you've done in the past, which is definitely worse than what you're doing here, because I don't know if you're doing it on like purpose or on accident. I don't know if you're doing this on purpose or accident, the context, taking shit out of context thing. But either way, you'll be forgiven for that too. Like, if you're doing it on purpose, you'll be forgiven. If you're doing it on accident, you'll be forgiven. Which I think you are doing it on accident, just because of that 5% thing. I think you took like, you just didn't fucking pay attention. And now you made it worse. You escalated it. That was the word, escalated. And yeah, I proved it. Even after the 5 years, I said we had other shit to do. And I gave her proof, which she can share with you if she wants, where I explained everything in 2022. So I started shit ages ago. I fucking know this shit. I've been fucking clued in for 5 years. Like, now she's talking about stuff like I loved you with all my heart. And the fact that you couldn't see that is like something. But I did see it, bro. Which is what I said in March 11. I did see it. However, your 100% is 5% of total time. Like, all 5 years. So, for, what, 5% of the fucking 5 years? Jesus Christ. It's 5% of 1,500 anyway, 1,500 days. So, that's what the fuck? So that's 50 plus, what's 5%? Wait, 50? Yeah, because 1,000 you add the 0, bro. So 50 and that's 75. What the fuck am I talking about? 5%. I saw that was your 100%. Was the 5%. Which is what you were forgiven for March 11th. Stop taking shit out of context and dismissing stuff that is there. Like, you can't just fucking, well, I don't want to read that one, but I'll read this one. You can't do that shit. Especially when you got, like, police and court involved. You just can't do that stuff. And what's even worse is that if she believes this, that I never saw her 100% or something, 5% of time is what we spent together. Which means out of that 5%, she's probably gonna see that I only tried like probably like 20 or something, like 50%, like I tried, like a half-assed it. Out of that 5%, she's going to think that I half-assed it. So for 2.5% of total time together, she's gonna think that I just fucking half-assed it. And that's what happens when your 100% is only 5%, like in total, is that now you have to fucking split hairs. You have to be like, oh, well, if I had only spent like 5% of time with him, then he has only spent 5% of time with me. However, 5% is the best, is your 100%. 5% is your 100%. Like, yours. Not mine, yours. And so, just can't blame me for your fucking output. Like, this is you. 5%. That is your 100% is even just my 5%. Your 100% is my 5%. That's like, if I was like trying 100%. But I did get fucking, and some days I was like, fucking, oh, fuck this shit. No, it wasn't like that. I was like, we can even look. I recorded the entire 5 years. I recorded the entire 5 years. So listen, because this is going to make me sound like a maniac. Because she said, when we watched Chronicle, she's like, I watched snuff videos, like fucking some shit, like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, she's seen like maniacs that record themselves and like talk to themselves and stuff. But the entire purpose was for Mo. Yes, Mo and Koha. That is the entire purpose for my documentary. It was for our games, right, that Rihanna said she would help with. It was for our art. It was for our videos. It was for our cartoons. It was for our fucking anything. The 5 years is for that. Mo, Ko, me, Rihanna. That is what I am recording us for. Because we had like meetings and stuff. I was like, I was gonna upload all the meetings to a YouTube channel. and like all the times that we played like Minecraft, like it's good to have those memories. However, they abandoned me. Mo and Koha abandoned me. I kept reminding them over and over, like, we have to do the R4 game, otherwise I'm never going to be able to make it. And I was never able to make it. So they abandoned me in 2024 or something, or 2023. Four. Because when I came back for my solar farm, I said, Makoya, this is your last chance. You have to start helping if you want to make games and stuff. If you want to like follow that, you have to start helping me so that I can get our games out, and then we'll see what happens from there. And he said, okay. And then turned around to play Fortnite. Like, it was just playing Fortnite the whole time. The whole 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. He was just fucking doing whatever he wants and getting those distractions from his parents, who prioritize himself over their divorce. So that's already, like, that's his own fucking problem. Like, nobody gives a fuck. Sorry for getting like mad or like pissed off by. You took their potential and you turn them into like sports kids. Like, that's cool. Sports kids are fine. But with those extra 8 hours that they got, there's fucking nothing. Ugh. So I don't know why you think that's like good, but it fucking wasn't. So there's it. The documentary was the the creation of our games and like stuff and what we would do. But they abandoned me. And so the documentary just became fucking how to fucking like fail. How to fucking fail at life. That was the documentary. And she's just made it worse. Like, what's it for then anymore? The documentary was them, Mo and Kua, and then it just became me and you, which is fine. It's fine. Because we play like Duel Links and stuff, so it's fine. But when it becomes fucking just me sitting there and waiting for you, and like rescheduling. Every day I had to fucking reschedule. Like every 2, 3. Fuck me. And that's not including I suppose that's in the 95%. So in all of that time, in the 95%, I am trying to fucking expand to 5%. So expands, like, what the fuck? She's just ignoring me. Which she has excused this year. She said like, well, if I'm not paying attention anyway, then you've already lost. Which she is basing on last year and also this year. And maybe 2024, I don't know. Which was my worst year, 2024. Because the kids abandoned me. Fucking Rihanna abandoned me. She abandoned me twice in 2025 when I was like fucking going through the consequences of fucking her actions. And mine too. But like, you are the priority. And you gave 5%. When Mo was the priority, as a kid, he was giving 50 at least. Even Koa, whenever he would visit, he would come into the room. Jake, what are you up to? We should play the Lego, or like, should we play Crash? Like, what the fuck? Immediately, bro. I fucking stay there with you 5 years, and you, nothing. You lie there, and then blame me for you lying there. But she said, like, as soon as I'm not paying attention to you, like, you've already lost. Okay, let's just analyze this. She assumes it's because since 2024, my fucking worst year, which she never asked about. She never asked about, like, me or, like, what I'm going through or something. So, therefore, it doesn't fucking matter if you're going through fucking anything. Doesn't matter if fucking she'll just fucking cut you off there. And then 2025, when I was trying to move back to Gisborne, for fuck's sake, because she broke her promise. Remember this. She broke her promise in 2023. And then I gave her 2024. I'm like, oh fuck, she's gonna fuck around all year. Which she did. And then 2025, I'm like, fuck this. I gotta go forgive everyone. Not everyone, the kids. The kids need to know they did nothing wrong and they were just victims of circumstance, which is what we were. So I forgave Mo. He ran, he cried. I picked him up. Core came in. He was pretty sad about it. Not really sad, but 5 years, eh? Yeah, that's a waste of time. Like, he did that kind of. I think I do have Mo's apology on camera. Like, if you want, if you want the evidence that this was over a year ago, and then fuck, I just don't care. So like this is what we understand. This is what we all understand now. She's the problem. I didn't want to say that, or like I kind of let you know, like subtly, but I didn't want to just come up to you and say like you are the problem, or like fucking just tell everyone. But when you tell everyone some different fucking story that you made up through your miscalculations, your misinterpretations of a fucking conversation, and you dismiss fucking that, chop that out. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do? If you don't give a fuck about using your own voice, you would rather manipulate me out of my like living situation. You'd rather manipulate me out of fucking anything. If you do that and you don't even give a fuck to use your voice or like speak or message, because you sent 2 messages in that whole time where I told you that fucking this is why this, so you didn't speak, and now you're trying to get like police involved, you're trying to get court order and all that shit, and you're trying to silence me so not even I can speak. What the fuck? I even told the police on the in my first report, I pretty much said like everything that you would do, and you have done it. So that's including the like she's trying to distance herself so that she doesn't feel as bad when she calls me, if she ever does. And you hit the nail on the head. You pretty much did all of what I said, and the police still did not even take that as fucking proof or whatever the fuck. They think that you were correct, which fucking drove me nuts, bro. I fucking hate them. They had no problem fucking doing what I asked in the first place, but then they don't want to fucking, I don't even fucking know. But obviously they threw our case out like immediately. The fucking cunt showed up with 2 other officers. So 3 officers showed up, bro. You called 3 officers on me, Nanny. There's a fucking officer each. Me, Nanny Christine, and Amaya. Right in front of them. 3 fucking officers. So you've been, we seen the messages, don't worry, we seen the messages. Like, what the fuck? Fucking dumb nigga. Sorry if he ever sees this, but what the fuck? They threatened me to, like, arrest me and shit. Which is, like, fuck, I'll have your head, bro. Like, if that is illegal to have just fucking, but I know officers can lie. But if that was illegal just to, escalate a situation, like, you're fucked. You're gonna get, like, 2 days paid leave or something. You will fucking hear about it. Fucking 3 officers on me, fucking minding my business. I was throwing Amaya up in shit. We were jumping off the shelves and whatever the fuck. And this cunt, sorry to call you cunt, but fuck, you manipulated a conversation. You dismissed a lot of it to get your like points in, your proven whatever the fuck. So you took everything out of context, and then you sent fucking an officer. The first time the officer updated me in May, he said the first time you called, it was just a wellness check, which is okay. Isn't that just fine? But then when you called in May, it was like a harassment check. What the fuck? You say this shit all the time. Like, I can't do this, we're over. For problems that you have created for yourself, we can't do this, it's over. And then I can't defend myself because you're fucking Gina, Andy, which just threatens me to fucking, this puts me in, like, in place. This is stasis right here. It's fucking you, bro. It was more bearable when my kids were still helping and stuff. However, you are still a problem. 5 fucking devils since 2022, okay? So that's Mo. The first devil is Mo mum, Mo dad, Mo cousin, Kwa, and then there's you, bro. It's always been you 5. The fucking death of me. And that's because Mo's number 3. Mo's number 3 favorite. Irie's number 1, obviously. And I don't know why the fuck you think you would be passing her if you're only like, if 100% of time passes and you only try 5. Like, that's it. You only try 5. That's fine as your 100%. But if you only try 5, and there's my fucking sister who's always, let's play Fireball Water Girl. she's always fucking on it. Even when I got back and I was fucking sad about Mo, like, having left, this was in October, she said, oh, I'll do it. So she's making up for fucking Mo's mistake, Core's mistake, fucking your mistake. And you think you're taking fucking #1 place? It's not going to work like that. There's like an appreciation from my sister. There is 5% appreciation from you. 5% is your 100%. I said it was okay because I know. But you can't do nothing for 95% of the time and think that you are fucking getting close to my sister. She's fucking skyrocketed #1 place. She's awesome as fuck. Mo was #2. And then you came along. And I said, you know what, Mo? You're getting sacked. Because I just found a new #2. There is nobody in the entire world is reaching Irie. You could have if you had tried more, but you only tried 5%. You only gave 5% of your time to me. Irie gave fucking 100. So if you were trying to fucking go for that #1 spot, try 10%. You probably would have passed at even 10%. You have the potential for 100%. You can skyrocket the skyrocket, but you have only proven given 5% of like everything. You have only given this. So this 5%, still #2, still #2 favorite. It doesn't matter that she fucking skyrockets. Still #2 favorite. If you want that #1 spot, you would have tried more. It's not about the 3 things that I asked you for fucking 8 years. It's about fucking anything. You gave up your geocache. You put the geocaches, but we never actually went, even though I suggested that. You gave up your art because your fucking teacher or something like said your art was shit. So it doesn't matter that I say your art is good, because you're always gonna have that looming. And you never came out for art fucking trips. You never came out for, speaking of art trips, for the book that we were gonna fill out. You said we were gonna fill out like some stupid like fucking superheroes. I was gonna take the public domain ones like Dick Dictum and like fucking stupid names, and we were gonna give them, like, draw them just new as for ourselves. That would have been fun. And then we give all of that to Koha. But since we didn't do that, Koha got nothing. Which means Koha does not come back. Do you understand, like, the anchoring points? And do you understand, like, development? Fuck, what else did you fail? Like, walks. Walks were fucking awesome. But you know what you had also with the walk? You had no fucking plan. Which means I would just go fucking hungry after like 3 hours. But I didn't want to spend fucking $20 for a toast. So that was it. All of this entire problem is your miscommunication. You could argue mine too. And that's why. That is why you are forgiven in the first place. Because I know that I could have tried 110%. I know that I only tried 70%. I know that I only tried 80%. I know that I only tried 90%. I know that I only tried 100%. So if I just went further, then you wouldn't be fucking complaining about shit that you do. Yeah, so you just you rely on old fucking excuses. There's your fucking school teacher, the art one, who said your drawings were like shit or something. Fucking get over it. It sucks to say that, but your art is fucking awesome. And I told you that for 8 years. You still bring up that fucking teacher. Fuck me. What's something fucking else? And the walks. You're always complaining that I fucking like complain on the walks. Maybe because it's been 4 hours, you have no plan, and I'm fucking hungry. I should have eaten that fucking oatmeal that you got for the ducks. Maybe that would have solved your problem, because I wouldn't be complaining. I would have been well fed. What's some other point that you brought up? Yeah, you always complaining about the my 3 favorite things. You're always complaining about that. The Kingdom Hearts, the One Piece, Joji. You're always complaining about them. You're always saying, oh fuck, well, I don't want to do that stuff. I don't want to do that stuff. I don't want to watch One Piece. It's been 2 years and you've fucking done half of it already. 2 years though. You've done half. Good job. But it's been 2 years since you fucking followed it up. Which means in that 2 years, you didn't give a fuck. You didn't give a fuck that I've been waiting since 2017. You have never given a fuck. Which means, as my favorite fucking shit, it does not fucking matter to you. No matter how much something matters, to me, it will never matter to you. Which is your problem. Like, that's not my fault. It's not my fault that you fucking hate fucking hanging out or fucking doing anything or going on walks or getting a fucking Mac chicken. Fuck, that's not my fault, bro. It could be 5% fault. Did you ever think of that? It could be you giving 5% in return for my 90, for my 100, for my 80, for my 70. And you know why that's fucking depleting? Because you don't give a fuck. And you're always talking about like helping me, like you'd always help me, like fucking even recently you said I choose all the movies. It's been you. You said you'd help me with like setting up companies to like catch criminals and shit. We had that idea in 2020 and you never followed up. Like there's fucking a list of things that you never follow up with because you forget them. You just forget. And then since you have forgotten, it doesn't matter. Isn't that convenient? It doesn't matter that you've forgotten, but since I remember everything, I remember all the fucking lies, I remember all the fucking miscommunications, I remember all the fucking times you abandoned me, I remember all the fucking times where you've left me by myself, like proudly sometimes. Like, I remember fucking everything, and you are still on this. So, when I say the only fucking problem that you have to worry about, since everything has been forgiven, the only problem you have to worry about is this 5% right here. Because even though it does not matter anymore, like, I did not give a fuck anymore. Everything is gone. Everything that I know, or like knew, is gone. All my, like, papas, my nans, they're all fucking perishing. Fucking everything is out of whack. It could have been because of this. It could have been because I forgave this. But it does not matter anymore. Because forgiven. Forgiven, bro. Fucking 3 months ago. Or what's that? Fucking 5 months ago. So I knew everything. I knew all of the bad shit that you'd done. I knew all of the... And I was still there. Which means I have proven you wrong because you're fucking complaining about my complaints as if they were like current. I've proven you wrong because you said that we are not meant to be together, which technically true because of 5 years ago when I really fucking needed you, but right now when I really need you again, you vanish. I have proven you wrong because you said I didn't love you. Did you follow anything? I've proven you wrong because you said that you loved me the whole time and I never saw it. I told you in fucking March that I saw it. I've proven... How else have I fucking proven you wrong? Like, sorry Gina and Andy if you, or Andrew, if you end up seeing that, but it does my nut in. I think you know because she blew up on you and on Christmas because you said like it was good that we didn't drink or something. Like that's it. You said, oh, it's good you don't drink. Andrew, who is 40 years old, it's good that you don't drink. He comes from fucking New Zealand. I don't know how bad it is in the South Island, but it's pretty fucking tremendous up here, or it was. It's not anymore. Like it's no like good job. Like there's no good job to Mo and Koa for not drinking because like it doesn't exist anymore. You are in the same vein with Mo and Koa, I think, where it just barely exists anymore. So there's no like good job for you there. So thanks Andrew, but I don't think she really deserved that good job. But for me, where I grew up in Ruatoria on a farm, like fuck. Everyone was on the piss. Everyone got on the piss at night and they fucking walk home. Jesus Christ. Everyone was fucked. I'm from fucking Maori town, bro. I'm from fucking Bro town. And I assume because we are in the past, I grew up in the past, like technically, because I was in fucking bumfuck. And I assume that is kind of the same living situation as Andrew and Gina, maybe. So that is what he's talking about. He's saying it's good that we don't drink, me and you. It's good that we don't drink because we were never tempted by everyone else. You know, Uncle Bob started drinking at like 10. Uncle Matt started drinking at like 10. Uncle Vic started drinking at like 10. They've all given it up now. But Uncle Ian started drinking at about 10. Uncle Brandon probably. Fucking every cunt was drinking about 10. Just fucking, like, just the last generation, bro. So you don't have to blow up on your dad for saying that it was like, just for like being a little bit proud. I don't think she was ever tempted, Andrew, by like alcohol and stuff, which is why I think that like she don't deserve the good job. But where I'm from, every cunt was on it. So I wasn't tempted either, but it would make sense for me to be more tempted around that stuff. I don't think she was around that stuff, but I don't know her, which is pretty crazy. After 8 years and you don't fucking know someone, maybe that's why. Yeah, I think fuck her promise. Well, like, fuck my promise to her. She's broken about fucking 10 promises to me already. So just don't even worry about it. And even if not 10, that one fucking promise on my sister's name, which made me quit my job and fucking change everything back to what I just fucking escaped from. So at the end of this, like, when you are proven wrong and you start to fucking understand everything from 5 months ago, you are already going to be distraught from the 5 months that you you lived on accident. You will still be distraught by the 5 months that you lived on accident, which is what I told the fucking police. They said they were gonna help, bro. I thought they were gonna send you a therapist or some fuck. They did nothing. Jesus fuck. Stupid as fuck. I'm pretty sure they lied to me one time too. Like, I went into the thing to just ask about you, and it really just seemed like they were lying. Because they were like, yeah, she's good. Like, nodding their head, fucking, with the fucking wide eyes and shit. God damn. So, their fucking job is fucked. You're proving that they can't fucking do fuck. You're proving that there needs to be a change in the law or something. Which we know. We both said it. But before I joined the court, I wanted to hang out with you, doing my 3 things before I joined the court, before I joined fucking anything, before I got into government, before I got into fucking any fuck, especially before I got into my what was it, like Hobby Zone or something, in an anime house. I really wanted to work there, but I had not caught up on One Piece. So to avoid spoilers, I put One Piece, like, we have to do this so that I can work. Like, I want to go and get that job. You were not there. You did not show up. You can't always blame me for you not showing up. So this is all you have proven in this 5 months. All you have done is delayed accountability, like responsibility. All you have done is delayed that, because that is what you do. You do that often. Over and over and over, always fucking waiting for you, because you can't be fucked, because you're too tired, because you're gonna nap today. Oh my fucking god. Like, sorry for putting you on blast, and like, maybe your mom and your dad will see this and they'll just see me complaining about you. But I'm complaining about the complaint. You can't do all that shit and then expect me to just still be sitting there. I will, because everything I know and love is gone and dead. So I will sit there in that corner. March 11th, you've been forgiven for everything. I will sit there in that fucking corner and do absolutely nothing. I will match your 5%. But you have to take, like, some sort of responsibility or some accountability or some fucking anything. You can't just always keep blaming me for shit that you got wrong. which is what I am meditated on for like 5 years. Like every shower comes with a meditation. And I said, fuck, she is ignoring the fuck out of me. After 1 year, after 2 years, after 3 years, after 4 years, after 5 years, she is ignoring the fuck out of me. Will I still stay? Yes. Because of that 5%, I know it's 100%. I will still stay. But because of what I said earlier, you just think shit. You think shit and you make it up, and then it becomes a problem in your brain. It reflects, and then you call like ChatGPT, or you call Reddit, not real people, or you call fucking Ricky, the fucking dumb cunt, to reflect everything that you are putting out. You, because you want that, you like admire, or you pray for fucking, I don't even know what it's called, but just for your shit to be reflected, you pray for it. Even if it's wrong, you pray for all of that you put out to come right back and agree. I'm being agreed with here, so therefore this is better than the right thing to do, which is not true, bro. I think Gina, it feels so weird to call you Gina. I've just been calling you mum. I think Gina, yeah, I called you mum like a couple times, like, oh, mum did that, and then Andrew was like, huh? So it's just been slipping out, but I think Gina wants the best for you, but she still, I don't think she doesn't want to pressure you, because she apologized for your dad and his reasonable fucking explanation, like his reasonable thought process. Like, she doesn't want to pressure you, and so she says it's fine. Like, but yeah, she'll support you and stuff. But I think she does want like the correct, or like the right thing for you as well. Your dad definitely wants the right thing for you, because he was on my case. Like, what's the plan? What's the plan? How are you going to end up on a farm? How are you going to end up on like with a good life? And I said, oh fuck, I don't know anymore. And he said, oh shit, well, you're gonna have to pack your bags soon. Or like, he didn't say that, but he does want like actual support for you, which I have been trying to give her for fucking 8 years, and she refuses, because she thinks, she prioritizes comfortability over fucking anything. So even though I fucking lost my family and I was there for her, she didn't give a fuck. She was always on her phone. She was always going for work, walks, taking like pictures of birds and shit, just strolling. She didn't give a fuck, and that's just her personality, which I said was okay. I said, it's okay now, because I've lost everything, so I am not going to rush you anymore. And she still had a fucking problem with that, bro. And she kicked me out, and she got the police involved, and she is taking me to court or some fuck. That is insane. But when I really did have a problem with it, when I really did need to get back to my brother, my brothers, my sisters, and my nans and papas, when I really had to go back, she didn't give a fuck. She just lied there. She gave me that 5%. So this is urgent. Needs attention now. This is me. Needs attention now. 5%. And you know what I chose? 5%. Why could I have done that? I must have hated you. You must be correct. You must be telling the truth. Or you must know what you're talking about. Especially with or your like mental incapabilities, or your mind, your fucking mind games and your mental gymnastics. I'm sure you are telling the truth. So it's exactly what I said on March 11th. I said, just because you don't mean it doesn't mean that I don't feel it. So I felt 100% of fucking hate during that entire 5 years with this little 5%, and I fucking beaten down, bruised, and I still chose the 5%. Urgent. Fucking faded away with the years. 2022, urgent. 2023, urgent. 2024, urgent. 2025, 2026, that's gone. Urgency is gone. I told you there was urgency. You knew there was urgency because you fucking cried about taking me away from my brothers and sisters. You cried about it in 2022. You cried about it in 2023. And then maybe you cried about it in 2024. But if you cried about it, you know about it. So you knew I had to get back. You knew there was urgency. You still did not give a fuck. Like, this is your problem. I chose you instead of urgency. That is my problem. I chose your 100% over my urgency, which is my problem. Like, you understand this. I told you in 2025 that you have nothing to do with my brothers and that this is their problem. Like, that's a separate issue. But you are your own issue. Like, do you understand this? My brother, my other brother from another mother, my brother's mum, my brother's dad, all one issue. And then there's my nans and papas. There's Darwin Road right here. Then there's the valley right here, Tapawaido Valley right here. And then there's you. So I got 4 issues right now. I have had 4 issues for fucking 8 years. I have told you that we need to hurry up and fucking do my 3 things. Like, not even, if you didn't even want to do that, just say, fuck, I'm gonna be useless this month. You should go back to mowing them because I fucking just cocked it. Which is fine. I would have been like, yep, alright. But you said nothing. You always say nothing. And then you put that on me. So you're putting your miscommunication and your like you're fucking just fucking nothing. You're 95% of ignoring me, which I know is not like, ignoring is like a verb. It's like it's something that you know that you're doing. So it's not ignoring, but I don't have a different word for it. But regardless, fucking nothing. 95% of our time was not spent together. That is a fact. 10,000 to 20,000 hours, and I was still forgiving you for that. I said there's no problem, bro. Because I knew that you were never going to apologize. Maybe you will now, or maybe you'll double down, because I don't think you like eyes on you. You know, like people like thinking like, oh, fucking this guy's a bit shit. Like you know what people thinking like, oh, this is the cunt that fucking ignored that other cunt for 5 years. This is the 5%er. Like, I am assuming you are going to start thinking that because your brain is fucked. We both know your brain is fucked. Even your mom and your dad. Like, it's not like, I don't know that fucking word, bro. We all know your brain is troubled. You know who doesn't know your brain is troubled? My family. Because I left that. I made a promise to you. You asked me to promise you to never share your secrets or your trauma or something. But fuck that right now. You are trying to like fucking have me on or like throw me in jail or something, which I know you're not actually trying to do, because I have a feeling that you know that you're wrong, but you don't want to be wrong. So I know that you think that, well, just leave then for fucking 6 years is like appropriate, or that all of your like emotional abuse on me, which that's what it is, your secret, I suppose. So only a few of us are going to understand this, is emotional abuse to me. Unintentional. I fucking told you. Unintentional. So that is why you are forgiven in the first place. However, if it is on purpose, it's fucked up because I lost everything because of it. I know your 100% being 5% in reality is not on purpose. Like, you are trying. That is why I left it alone until it was fucking over. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. So I'm probably going to send this to the police, like the link or whatever. I'm going to hope that they share it with your family, because this will go to my family too. Like, there's nothing like, there's no pride here. So they will kind of know your secret too. They will know that you're fucked. They will know that 100%, like, all 1500 days, well, yeah, 75. So out of all 1500 days, only 75 of them were worth it for me. So they will know that, because only 75% of, or only 75 days you have actually spent with me. So they are going to know that only 75 of those 1500 are worth it, which means it is 1425 days where I could have been here. Like, everyone will know that. There are 1425 days that could have been better. There are 1425 days that could have been used in your healing, or in my healing, or in fucking any other case, or with my sister, with my brothers, with fucking any cunt. 75 days. 75. That is all you have given me. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you have hated me more than you have actually, like, spent time with me. In 5 years, you gave me 75 days, and I stayed. If I knew that, I knew this since fucking year one, when I had a fucking mental breakdown. I was like, what the fuck? Why do I have to be here? Why did I have to move out to fucking this cunt? I mean the place, not you. Like, why did I have to move out to Palmerston North? That's what it is. Why did I have to move out to that fucking bullshit when everything was set up for us already? Mo already had his channel. Koa was already interested. We were both making, oh, we were all three making Mo and Co, like his games and shit. We were already doing this. So you've given up urgency and like actual fucking current affairs or whatever. I don't know what an affair is. For your leisure. And I chose this every single time. And yeah. In that first report, I said also that you were going to, your brain is just wrong by default. So since you have taken everything out of context, you're just going to follow a path until you're like completely fucked and you just believe like heinous shit, which you have. So you have just proven me correct this whole time that you are fucking unstable, and you have done all of this for no reason. So here we go. Forgiveness. March 11th. Rock on. However, I had to explain further because remember, she fucked off right after I forgave her. She fucked off for like 3 weeks. So she was still fucking pissy about it. And I know that because she told me on May 26th that she was considering like a couples therapy or something. Couples therapy. You are the problem. You. Now I am a problem for other reasons, like not communicating as much as well. But no, not as much, just not communicating like like thought out, which I guess you have proven. Problem. I waited for you for 5 years, even though you gave me 5%. That's another problem. So that's like insanity or something. I had faith in you and Mo and Koha, so that's another problem because you all fucked off. I neglected urgency for 5%. Let's go. Let's come up with some other problems. I kept secrets. I kept hundreds of secrets about like One Piece and stuff, so that I could pretend to be as excited as I first was. Like let's go second gear. I would, what? He's got a new power? I fake some shit. So there's stuff like that. Or like Kingdom Hearts, like Terra. So Xehanort is, oh, sorry for the spoiler. Yeah, I should not have fucking spoiled that one. So, I mean, a few problems here. 2 hours 16, damn. So I hope that I can edit this down to like 5 minutes because my lawyer costs about $360 or costs $360 an hour. I don't know how long these cases go for, but pretty much immediately she should fucking figure this one out and we'll just be done with it. But this video is is not actually the speech I wanted to give her in April, like I fucking planned, but she fucking is such like a headache that I just couldn't think. I couldn't fucking sleep. I couldn't do my speech for all the other cunts. I fucking failed like a lot of fucking things because of this. But yeah, the police said they would help and they have not. I gave about 50 reports and they haven't fucking done anything. I don't think they even sent her a therapist because she would have been dead set on her fucking false belief, which is fucking annoying, bro. Like, that is annoying. So once the police see this or some shit, hopefully they fucking choose a different direction. instead of fucking just assuming you're terrified and assuming that I'm like a fucking like mind flayer. So they really gotta pick something else. Hopefully they see this, they acknowledge their mistake, they fucking give up, and then you acknowledge your mistake and fucking give up, and you will have to move back into Palmerston North. You will have to get our room back. You will have to put it back the way it was. I don't think I'm gonna help because this is your problem, but I'll help if you ask, I suppose. And then we are going to do this exactly like I told you, because I should not be paying for your mistake. I've done that for about 5 years and it's fucking sickening, bro. You think it's only like 2 years, which is our problem. It's 5. You have been 5%ing the entire time. You just don't remember it because I assume you forgive yourself on like automatically. And when you like fucking brain dead and watch YouTube and stuff, time flies just like that. So every fucking 5 minutes you spent in that state was 5 hours. I was looking over my shoulder, fucking, when's this cunt coming over? And you've been like mathematically like, fuck, you're fucked. I figured this out. Like, I just did not want to do that cursed math because I knew it would be a stupid number. I did not know it was going to be 10,000 to 20,000 hours. That is fucking ridiculous. I thought it was going to be like 1,000 hours. Don't fucking know why. It's not very, that's not that much. So we can say 13 because I want to stay on the lower end, like just give you that extra 7,000 hours for stuff that you might have did, like going for a walk. I'll give you 7,000 hours for that. But for those other 13, fucking miserable. And then I go fucking miserable because you are the root problem here. Like, do you understand that? And then because I'm fucking sad about losing everything and you just don't give a fuck about any urgency, you blame me for being fucking miserable. As if you're not the cunt fucking like supplying that shit. Sorry for the swear words. It's just like normal. It just means like person or whatever. Like nigger or whatever, like faggot. I think I said faggot earlier, or nigger. Like that just means like annoying guy. So, in that 5 years, you took everything from me. Not you. 5, remember, there's 5. You all get 20% each, and then I'll take 50. So like, no, you all take 20% each, and then add me on, I'll take 50. So that's 10% each. Mokoya apologized for his, he was crying. Koa apologized for his, and then there's you, who fucking called the police and the courts and shit like that. So it looks like Mo and Koha are more mature than these 3. Isn't that fucking something? Isn't that what I said? Isn't that always what I said? I said Mo and Koha are fucking geniuses, bro. I have to support them. We're making games. But they're not gonna make games, they're gonna watch YouTube. Yeah, they're just kids. They were the first to apologize. Fuck me. So it's just bad looks all around. I don't know how to justify your 5%. Over 5 years. I can't. But I forgave it anyway. I could not justify it. I knew you were trying your best and that's why I forgave it to begin with. And this is what I fucking lost because of that. So you got mad about what I lost because of you and are blaming me for it and think I'm insane for it and think I am, because nobody in their right fucking mind would give 10,000 to 20,000, would give 35,000 hours to some cunt that barely fucking likes them. I explained this to you. You are my forever. I am your I'm your 5%. You would only try 5% for me. You would not try 100, even though like it's very weird. 5% of all of our total time you gave to me. So that is your 100%. That is you doing your best. I did not have a fucking problem with that. I forgave that, for fuck's sake. to anybody in the world, if you are giving 10,000 hours to 20,000 hours to someone and they don't fucking care about anything, they are going to say the classics like the it wasn't meant to be, which is going to support your fucking theory over here, which even is just wrong, because you said that your 100%, that's your 100% is 5%. You said that. I said, okay, I forgive that, bro. You can take as long as you want. She said, I'll take even longer. I don't give a fuck anymore. What the fuck? So, like, to anybody, if you say you have given them 10,000 to 20,000 hours, so 13,000, if you've given them 13,000 hours and they have fucking barely been there for you, any cunt, anyone is going to say, oh fuck, well, it wasn't meant to be. You're not supposed to be together. She probably doesn't like you, which you have admitted the other day. That is your 100%. So to everybody else, this is going to look like fucking insanity, like a jumble fucking mess. It's gonna not make sense, because who the fuck ignores someone for that long? Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like, these are facts. It is a fact that you have spent 5% of our time with me. Just leave it at that. That is a fact. To anybody, they are going to say, what the fuck? Well, that's just fucking, that's bullshit, isn't it? Ask anyone, bro. To you were going to say, well, that was my 100%. That's the best I could do. To me, well, like, what I would say is, I know that's 100%. That's why I fucking left her. I forgave it, bro, in March. And she called fucking the police and she called fucking courts about this shit. Well, she didn't call them because of the forgiveness. She called them because of what I had to fucking give up for in order to reach that forgiveness. Like, seriously. And she complains that, like, the past doesn't matter and stuff. All you have to do is what's right now. That's all that matters. Okay. So all that mattered for 5 years was for you to do anything else. So that just makes you look even fucking worse. You do understand that, right? If, like, the past or, like, context, or if fucking nothing matters, then what matters at that point? That has always been your problem, because your brain is fucked. Like, I can't explain it. It's just like, it's fucking munted. It doesn't think properly. Like, to anybody, 5% is against 95 is going to be worthless. To me, 5% I know is your 100%. And so I said, it's okay. Then you had a fucking problem with it. What the fuck do you mean you have a problem with it? God damn. So sorry to Gina and Andy and just fucking, and their friends and whatever. And fucking dumb fuck that thinks he can fucking matrix like a fucking whole 8 years out of 2 sentences that I gave him. I knew he was there for like a muscle, or for like a threat, because he did threaten the police. Like, that's all he called for, was to say that she was scared and that she was. I knew he wasn't gonna fucking listen, because he said, there's 2 sides to every story. I knew he wasn't gonna fucking listen. Are you kidding me? He just threatened the police. He's not gonna fucking listen to reason. Fucking dumb fuck. So even if he made the mistake, and like, that's not what he meant, was to even if he actually was listening for the 2 sides to every story, he dismissed that immediately. I said I asked for 3 things ever since 2020, and she hasn't given a fuck. So to like her friends and to like her family, it's gonna sound like pressure, like I was constantly pressuring her. She only spent 5 fucking percent out of that whole 100 with me. So this is constant pressure. So in this 5%, you are assuming that I'm like constantly pressuring her. So even if I was constantly pressuring her, I was constantly pressuring her for 5% of our time together. What the fuck? Which I wasn't. So if you take that 5%, we'll take fucking, let's say I was constantly pressuring her fucking 3%. Let's just be nice. Let's say constant pressure for 3 fucking percent of time together. 97, nigga. Like, Jesus, fuck. Obviously, to her friends and to anybody, they're not going to know this. They're not going to know the stats. She's not going to explain it to them, even if she finds them out. Like, which I had to explain to her after like fucking 2 months. I did the math and I figured it out. I explained to her parents too, as well. And I don't think she's ever brought that maths up. She brought it back around a few days ago. So in July, she brought up I knew about the 20,000 hours the entire time. No, you fucking didn't, because this is your 100%. This is your world. Your whole view of the both of us is 5% of the reality of fucking everything. So if your whole view is 5% and you're saying that I'm constantly pressuring, or if I'm fucking doing this or that or this or that, or like I'm always like miserable, your whole view 5%. So anything you say to anybody is against 95. And for some, the police have bought this, the courts have bought this, fucking, I don't know, her mom bought this, but she, that was in the, like, moment. And, I mean, they're going to believe their kid. Like, if somebody just fucked with Beanie, like, I would fucking, like, probably kill them. So I understand that they don't want to like discuss matters further. However, they should. Like, as her parents, you kind of want to know what's going on. But I guarantee she gave them the whole scoop, and they just went, "Oh fuck, this guy's fucking evil." Like, nigga. So fucking everyone believes you off your 5% view of the reality of things. Nobody gives a fuck about my 95, even if I could prove it, which I told you this when I suggested that you get a therapist, because regardless if like who's right, you are still going to need a therapist, which you have proven, because the other day you said that you were traumatized by me. What the fuck? So let's leave it in March and April, where you thought there was such like a big fucking problem, and now ever since May, the police have escalated this. You've escalated this, and the escalation is based off little clips of the conversation. So anything that either of these fuckers do, sorry for calling you like effer, but like police, like fuck. They're fucking useless as fuck. They said they would help, they didn't. Then there's you. Anything that you have said since May has just been escalation from things that have been taken out of context, which I respond to as if you understand, which if you do understand everything and you were defending it, that is pretty fucking evil. Like, is that not evil? If you understand that I sacrificed my urgency for your leisure, if you understand that, and if you understand that I did that because I love you, if you understand that this is evil, like this, the getting police and getting fucking leaving for no reason, getting like telling your parents lies, and telling your friends lies, and like being proud of having stolen my 5 years, being proud of having like ignored me for 10,000 to 20,000 hours, which is fucking insane. That is the most pronounced fucking I have ever said in my life. But it is genuinely crazy. It's like actual fucking, like, there is nothing that justifies it. And there is nothing that justifies it, because it is escalation taken out of context, which I told you in May. I told you in May that you would do this. But obviously you're not going to like clock that, because you think like everything you're doing is like has nothing to do with it, or like anything, which is fucking like stupid. She came back in March after having like, oh, I can't do this anymore. She like fucking a week later. This is after 5 years of ghosting me like all the time, and then just blaming shit on me. So, nigga, once you realize that you're the fucking problem, there's nothing. There is nothing. There was never a problem. I forgave you for everything you did to me in March, which includes like probably said enough. I'm not gonna like embarrass like if I don't have to, but it's fucking my defense, isn't it? So forgiven in March. Then I gave reasons to why you were forgiven. You clip, 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 clip. You join and rejoin and join and rejoin, and there are two groups that you have left, which you have never given context for because you have left those groups. So those are gone. So you like fucking two. Imagine like huge fucking circle, and then huge fucking circle. So there's three. Fucking dead, fucking dead. There's two of those. Let's take that one, chuck it here, stretch it out, and now clip, 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 clip. And then once we chuck a little bit of those pieces away, then you have her view of the situation, which is just fucked and munted and doesn't follow any like what is it? Is it coherence? That I've never heard that word in my life. But it doesn't follow any like anything. It's just thoughts and feelings that you are taking out of context and fucking like blaming me for, and I don't know, which is like that is fucked. And then something else that's fucked is that you can be annoyed. Like I can be fucking pissed off at you, which I was sometimes. And she probably took that and she said, "Oh, this cunt fucking hates me." Do you know why I was pissed off in the first place? Apparently, it doesn't matter. Urgency, lie. Like you have lied. So there's like a whole bunch of fucking points to this problem. But she's only taken like little snippets and then she's just fucking blaming me for those. Like probably things when I said things that I've forgiven her for, I brought up a lot of like feelings and stuff that I have put to bed because they're no fucking good. Like getting mad at well, there's pretty fucking like evil things that she's done. But not even those, just like normal stuff like I was pissed off one time we went to Popeyes because Popeyes just opened. I planned this for 2 weeks. I planned a Popeyes chicken sandwich joke. And I was like, fuck, this is gonna be hilarious. And then so I took her out. I was like rubbing my hands. I was like, oh fuck. We went right through the library, and then when I showed up to Popeyes, she started shit talking it. She said, "Oh fuck, this sucks. Like everyone's complaining about Popeyes. Like we shouldn't go there and like stuff like that." I'm like, I just fucking, it's a joke, isn't it? Fuck.